I haven't been on in a while because I've been busy. All right, so Donald Trump, as the topic says, Donald Trump is raided by the FBI. No surprise. And I made some videos and a while back, and I was saying that he's a danger, and he's a danger to all of us, but mostly the people that are standing in back of him, cheering him on, and the people that are, trying to champion his cause and put him in. And if he doesn't get in, put in the people that are trying to be elected in November. So some of his people got in the primaries because, people have been out there uh, voting. Some of the women uh, who whose rights were taken away, they went out and voted. White women, especially, they went out and voted with some of the liberals to undo abortion, and some Republican women crossed over, and they went and voted with them in some of the states, and that's good because it personally affected them, and they saw what was happening. But a lot of people, that I was made videos and copied and took that video link, that link to my videos that I copied, but a lot of them I put directly on Fox because they're not coming to my channel and watching it, of course, but they are seeing my videos and they are responding back to me on the notification that's at the top of the screen. I'm getting the responses there, not directly on my channel. So, and which is how I know they're watching my videos. So they so sometimes I'm talking in this channel that anybody's watching it on. It's the link where I put it on TYT, or I put it on Fox News, or one of the shows that I'm watching it on, one of those Fox channels that I watched it on. I put the video link on there. And so I just wanted to say, because I'm going to take this video and put it on Fox, Laura Ingraham's channel, and Hannity, and the other channels. I'm going to put this video on there after I edit it. You all just went up and down, and you're praising Donald Trump, and you're out there and you're making excuses. Well, this is very serious. Ted Cruz, 2016, Lindsey Graham, 2015, Marco Rubio in 2018. Yes, I had to write it down, so I'm not going to remember it. You three especially said Donald Trump is a liar. You don't want to give Donald Trump the nuclear codes. Well, Donald Trump has the nuclear codes, and he took those nuclear codes home. There's absolutely no reason for Donald Trump to have taken the nuclear codes home, to put them in Mar-a-Lago. There's absolutely no reason for him to have done that, unless he's planning on selling us out to another country. He took those codes, he put them in his home in Florida, and then he had a golf tournament in New Jersey at his other home with the foreigners from the Middle East. Looking at every single solitary piece of evidence that they needed to look at, and that they wanted to look at, while Donald Trump was selling it to them, and while he was in New Jersey entertaining whomever he wanted to entertain from that country, while their agents were in his Florida home at their leisure, looking at every secret that we had for them to look at. And the thing that bothers me the most is you have the Oath Keepers, you have the Proud Boys, and you have MAGA. You guys love to send your family members And my brother, when he was alive, rest his soul, worked in the armed services and worked as agents and double agents in countries around the world to protect us and in our armed services. And that one third level Secret Service box that Donald Trump, or those boxes that Donald Trump had in his home in Florida, in Mar-a-Lago, that level, he can't declassify that. He knows that, and the person who ratted him out, they know that. And that's why they ratted him out. So he knows he can't declassify it. It's just like this letter right here. I have the actual letter, and I put stickies on it because the stuff I don't want anybody to see. This is the actual letter turned backwards. So I made a copy of it. And right here on this letter, it says you can't reuse it again. You get a $300 fine. What does it say? Official business penalty for private use is $300. That's what that says. So if you or I were to use that, if we were to take this envelope and reuse it, we would get a fine, $300. It's no different than what Donald Trump did. If he were to take those federal documents and use them, he would get a fine. It is no different. He is no different than you or I. He doesn't get a pass because he is the president of the United States. Donald Trump can't do everything. You people that are defending him, Rand Paul, everybody standing up here making excuses for this man. Everybody that's an adult knows Donald Trump had no business saying he's declassifying level 3 top secret documents that are protecting our men and women in the armed service that are serving as double agents. He is selling us out. And I don't understand why you people are protecting Donald Trump at this point. Don't say the FBI went and planted that box in his house. The man is selling us out. The FBI have had cameras on when they left that office, when they got in their car, and when they drove up to his residence, and when they went in there. They have cameras because they knew people like you were going to make this bullshit up. So they had cameras running the whole time. So what more do you need? Do you need for Donald Trump to show up at your house with Hitler? And it's funny because General Kelly, when Donald Trump was still the president, he told his generals, why aren't you, let me see what he said. He told the generals, why don't you treat me more like Hitler's generals? And Kelly told him, it reminded him that Hitler's generals tried to assassinate him 2 or 3 times or something like that. And he said, yeah, but they failed. That's what Donald Trump told General Kelly. He's so fascinated with people like Putin and Hitler. These are monsters. These are people that they kill their own people. And so why do you want someone in office like that? I know why you want someone like Trump in. And I'm telling you, you don't need Trump. You don't need Stephen Miller. You don't need Steve Bannon. You don't need Rudy Giuliani. You don't need the people because Trump don't even like those people. He's just using you and people like them to gain what he wants. And that is to sell out America. He wants to get rid of, he wants his land is what he wants. And he doesn't care how he gets it. And so it's, let's get these people in, get them to change the Constitution so that we can bring in people, the foreigners that we want. And then once the foreigners get in here, we're going to take the land. all you people standing behind him. You're not German. You're not of German descent. You're not the correct and the right RIGHT type of white. You're not. Your skin is white, but you are not white German descent. And they consider you dirty white if you do have some type of German in you. They want you pure German. They don't want you to have some German in your DNA. They want you 100% German. They don't want you to have a little bit of German in your DNA, but you're German and you're European. Polish. They're going to cut your motherfucking head off, bitch. That's not what they want. You better look up Frederick Trump. You better do your research on that motherfucker. So, Steve Bannon, your head going to be on a goddamn the gallows, bitch. You not the right type of German either. And all you Negras that's standing in back of Trump with Trump, blacks for Trump, you know where you gonna be. Anyway, vote these people out. You have to vote them out. And this is what I'm trying to stress. Don't go to the extreme because Donald Trump is using you. I know you're tired of the Democrats. I know you're tired of the Republicans. They have been taking our tax dollars since the beginning. But we are all divided and we are all against each other. Y'all don't want to help us get the one-time payment of reparations. So we ain't trying to vote for none of y'all asses. The Republicans are not trying to help anybody get anything. And that's why you MAGA, blacks for Trump are voting for him because you really believe that he's going to help y'all come out of your poverty. He's not. He is not. He's telling you that, but he is not. And he's wagging a little bit of, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to get rid of all of these foreigners that are coming in. No, he's not. No, he's not. They're still going to come here. Why? Because they are hiring them illegally to work in their restaurants, to work in their kitchen. Why? It's free goddamn labor. It is free labor. They all got them working. They got them working. They make a big show of saying we're going to get rid of them. They're getting rid of these. But the country is full of Hispanics. They're full of the other ones. And they're letting them in. They're letting them work in the factories. Wink, wink. They're letting them work in the fields. And you keep saying, you keep looking around, you say, the country is still full of them. And they're over here murdering your asses. Who's the guy from Iran? See, because all of them are not Hispanic. Some of them are from Iran. The one that tried to kill Bolton, John Bolton, for $800,000 and Mike Pompeo for $1 million. I don't even care. Kill motherfucker. Stay out of people's country. I don't care what he do to them. They ain't German either, German descent. Walk around with that old nasty mustache on his lip all he want to. It probably smell like pussy. Pussy and ass. But these two monsters, if they did assassinate him, they'd be doing the world a favor. I'm not promoting it. Didn't put the idea in anybody's mind. This was on the news that the man from Iran is trying to get him. But these are two other monsters. John Bolton going around talking about people should be, this is something he brought on himself. People would be trying to assassinate you if you weren't talking about bombing their goddamn country. You and Mike Pompeo. I mean, who do you people think you are? So, you bring it on yourself. Just like who is that? Oh my God, the towers, the twin towers, because of Bush, all them people lost their life. Weapons of mass destruction. There wasn't no damn weapons of mass destruction. He was just paying back the father while the son was in office. Why? Because Cheney the father, Liz Cheney's father, she's another evil or ass bitch. And what's she doing now? Going after Trump. And everybody's supposed to think she's a hero. She's no hero, Liz Cheney. And neither is her father. And now you have something called Forward. What's this group called themselves? With oh my God, Jolly, Chris Christie, and Yang, the Forward group. You ain't no got people to not be disenfranchised in the first place. Moving forward or Forward group. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just the same goddamn bunch of Republicans and Democrats and and what is Yang called? I guess he calls himself some type of independent because he couldn't fit in anywhere with Democrats. And Yang is backed by dirty money now, because he couldn't fit in anywhere. So that's all you all got together to call yourself Forward, a third party. No, you're not. You're just the same bunch of people that got rejected by your own parties. Now you call yourself getting together and being a third option. You're not a third option. You're not. Just like McNally. I saw him on Meet the Press today. No, McNally, you're just a Republican. And the only reason that Nancy and the Democrats are supporting you is because they want you to beat out Lee. So that in November, the Democrat can beat out you. I mean, I can't stand the Democrats, but it's better than having the craziness of going in there, which is why I voted for Biden and Harris, Imhotep, whatever her name is, but Harris, Vice President Harris. But I want them gone too. But when you're faced with insanity of being in office versus, let's come back to calmness, you get rid of the insanity. Now, hear me. Trump is not insane. Trump is very methodical and he's very logical. And yeah, because the motherfucker is a snake. Okay? He knows what he's doing. And you see 5 seconds, 10 seconds, maybe a minute of him acting stupid. But what MAGA sees and what Oathkeeper sees and all the people that are listening to him see, they watch him for an hour and he sits there and he talks logically, methodically, and he lays out his plan. But what we see on CNN and MSNBC and PBS, we see the jokester. We see the 5-second clips and they make him look like a fool. I've seen him talk, and he lays out his plan methodically to these people, and they are listening. See, that's why he has 37 million people listening to his bullshit. Oh, he's a good talker. Donald Trump. He sell you an empty bottle of water and turn it up to your head. and drink it. And you can see ain't nothing in the goddamn bottle. But you'll go through the motions and say that it tastes good. No, you have not drunken a damn thing. That's how good he is. He'll make you think that you have drunken water from an empty bottle. All these people just saw the motherfucker steal government documents that he cannot declassify. Oh, they're coming after me and they're going to do it to you. These people are sending and financing their house because he has got them convinced that somebody that doesn't exist is coming after them. And if we do not wake up and get these people, Murdoch, to see, because now Murdoch is saying, oh, well, I'm not going to support him. See, and this is what I'm talking about. This is the Christy Whitmans. This is the Yangs. This is the Jollies. This is the Independents. Because you mothers that sat there and allowed somebody like Donald Trump and Lindsey and Cruz and Rubio and Rand and Pelosi and Schumer, y'all sat back and you let this happen for 30 decades. And that's why these people exist. You people are the reason why people have attacked the Cheneys, the Bushes, the Clintons, all you fault. But guess who else is at fault? Me, you. You want to know why? Because I kept voting down the line for Democrat. You kept voting down the line for Republican. And now they don't want to hear nothing but that. That's what Michael Cohen is now out there trying to say. But nobody want to listen to Michael Cohen. That's what Mary Trump is trying to say. But she's just as much at fault too. Because where the fuck you been all this time, Mary Trump? You only mad because he cut you from your goddamn inheritance. While you still had your inheritance, your lips were sealed. Because you could have been told us about Donald Trump. So fuck you too. Fuck. But I mean, at this point, it's time for us to vote. It's not time for us to point fingers. Because the damage has been done. And this is why I keep saying, anybody that's been in there 30 years, we got to get rid of them. Because if we don't give money for the people, if we don't give reparations to Black people, it's all going downhill. We're not going to have a democracy. We're not going to have police stations. We're not going to have FBI. I made a video and I said to y'all, depending on how the election turned out, Donald Trump is not going to be arrested. Now we see Merrick Garland, because things worked out so that the Democrats are going to obviously keep the House and the Senate. See, Merrick Garland, you have not fooled me. So now that things have turned out and people have woken up, and Director Rye has seen the light, because Director Rye was hired by Donald Trump and you didn't know which way he was going to go. So now that things have fallen on the right side of the track, see, once people realize that, oh, okay, Trump really is working with the Germans. Okay, Trump really is trying to be in a coup with the Germans. And my DNA is not the right type of DNA. I'm not saying they listen to me. Just people have come to the realization, oh, I'm not the right race. Your skin may not be Black, but they understand what I'm saying. Because General Kelly been telling people, but people don't want to believe it. Even white people, they don't want to believe what I'm saying. But when you see, he left, and what did he take? He took the secrets. He took certain things. And when you look through the things that Donald Trump took, he took the shit that I'm sitting here saying that some of y'all still don't even realize what I'm saying. Especially those that actually look at my videos on this channel. Some of y'all still don't understand. It hasn't lived out his father's dreams of the Germans and the Russians taking over America, because that is what they have always wanted to do. Them and the Asians. They have always wanted the land. They've always wanted North America. And that's what those boxes are. And you goddamn fools made this. We have laws in place that make it so he cannot do it, because we have, this is a triangle. Y'all joking around talking about Illuminati. That's the 3 levels of the government that we have. And I was talking about codification the last time. And some of y'all still don't understand about codifying a law. I don't want to hear nothing about inflation. I'm going to explain inflation to people so that every time they talking about spending money on the American people, they say inflation. But when they talk about spending our tax dollars on any other program, it's sky's the limit. And we're going to get rid of Kristen Sinema, and we're going to get rid of Joe Manchin. Or we're going to, get other senators so that we don't need them, so that they are irrelevant. Them and whomever else that is in the way of getting reparations for the one-time payment for Black people. Because there are a lot of these little whippersnappers called progressives that don't believe in the reparations or money for the people. Money for the people fund. And these are acts that are going to be made permanent. And I know people are sitting around, this woman is crazy, can't be done. Just did an inflation bill where you gave corporations billions of dollars. You just gave the oil industry billions of dollars. You just gave the pharmaceutical industry trillions of dollars. You just gave away our land. Did y'all know in this inflation bill that the Democrats sold our land? Did anybody know that? They literally sold the land, the United States of America. They sold the land. How much land do we have to sell? Anyway, I'm up to 34 minutes. I can cut it down. I can only cut it but so much. So I'm going to go. But yeah, he's trying to sell us out. And I don't have anywhere else to go. You don't have anywhere else to go. There is nowhere else for Americans to go. So we have to vote them out. Not shoot, not, you got to vote them out, people. You have to vote them out. That is the only way. You have to vote the people that Donald Trump backed. You got to vote them out. And you got to concentrate on getting people in that's going to give you money. You go to these polling places and you say, I want you to pass an act that will give me money every week and reparations, one-time payment for Black people. It's only fair. Pay them and get it over with, and you pay us every week, because that will help the economy and that will bring down inflation. Because when you pay money into the system, inflation comes down, costs come down. And they're going to say, oh, we can't afford that. Yes, you can. I'm going to explain it in one of my other videos coming soon. Have a good night.